It's the help you may not know is even there. It lets certain workers take time off for health or child care reasons tied to the pandemic.
As part of Northeast Ohio Looks to Rebound, we want to make sure that you understand how it all works. So Good Morning anchor, Cleveland anchor Katie Houston breaks down the new federal paid leave requirements to help workers deal with the fallout from the coronavirus.
It's called the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, and it includes both the Emergency Paid Sick Leave Act and the Emergency Family and Medical Leave Expansion Act. Let's begin with the Emergency Paid Sick Leave.
There are 6 qualifications. The first 3 have to do with if you're ordered by the government or a doctor to quarantine due to COVID-19, or you're sick with the disease. In general, covered employers must provide 2 weeks of paid leave at your regular rate of pay. Now, the next 3 qualifications have to do with if you're caring for someone ordered to quarantine because of COVID-19, or if you're caring for a child whose school or childcare center is closed because of COVID-19. That'll get you 2 weeks paid leave at 2/3 your regular rate of pay. Now, employees who qualify here under number 5, caring for a child whose school or childcare center is closed, and have been working for at least 30 days, may also be eligible for up to an additional 10 weeks of partially paid leave.
That is the Emergency Family and Medical Leave Expansion Act.
Generally speaking, they need to make a written request, and the reason for the request being that their school or place of care is closed, and they may be eligible for that coverage, which protects their job and then does provide some income replacement while they're off work.
This paid leave under the Families First Coronavirus Response Act is available until the end of the year. In general, it applies to full and part-time employees of certain public employers and private employers with fewer than 500 employees. However, there are exceptions. Also important to note, the paid leave is only for employees unable to work or telework, which really just means a flexible schedule. Legal experts say keep copies of everything you submit to your employer.
If you are requesting the leave, just make sure you have the documentation that you requested it or submitted it to your supervisor. So that way, if you get approved or denied, you have that information with you. And if you think you've been denied this leave wrongly, you can contact the Legal Aid Society, our worker information line.
It's a lot of information, I know. I go into more detail for you in the online story. You can find it in the Rebound section at news5cleveland.com or the News 5 app. In Cleveland, Katie Houston, News 5.